and you keep sliding it down. And all of a sudden it gets to a particular point, you say, now is the time it's going to come sliding down in a hurry. And that's the way this is going to happen. Okay? You ready?
Sorry, yes.
Thank you. I appreciate your being here. I appreciate your doing what you're doing, and I appreciate sending Self-Center out to the world. Thank you. Matter of fact, got a call from Canary Islands. Steve out there said he's picking me up. Day, my own son in Hawaii, said he picked me up. So there you go. All right? Now we read certain records that we find of ancient people. Let's go back not too far back where the Mayans were, I guess in Mexico. And they're noted for taking out a heart, that is the chief, and he would eat it. This is what they see in their inscriptions. But does that really mean what we see? When we go to places as Jim has been and Deborah not too far back, Peru, was it? Peru, and you see these stones put in place that you can't even put a piece of aluminum foil between them. Miles and miles and miles of stones, roads, castles up on the top of the mountains. Who did it? Was it those people did it? Or were there spiritual people who came there and assisted these people to do what they did? But they never, that is the indigenous people, never put those stones in place any more than the Egyptians put those stones in place. Those stones were put in place by our spiritual people, entities, whatever you wish to call them. And they didn't do it on location. They did it on a table, wherever they are. And then with their thoughts, they brought it to location. You get it? This is why it's such a mystery to us humans who don't want to go beyond what we're told in school. But we can't find any evidence of any tools where these pyramids were built, where these monuments were built. None. Done by thought. By humans? No. Spiritual people? Yes. And they came down to do what they did, because this was the beginning of paving the way for bringing on a new nation, of which we, Self-Center, have been chosen. All right? See how important we are? In other words, we have to go through certain steps. This is the way nature works. And we cannot violate the laws of nature. And so we have to do it this way. So, Yes, Jim, I believe the gas that was pumped up, which was more than was put in, came from below and into the well. And we give it enough time, well, I say enough time, maybe another 20, 30 years, for all this process to take place, it will come up again. If the land is still here, or the earth, because much geographical changes are going to take place. What are mountains today will disappear. And earth will disappear. And some new land or earth will come up from the sea. The thing that is most important in the spiritual world is to be level, a plain, a field, a meadow, no bumps, no hills, just absolutely plain as that table or desk. Now, before I go into something else, I like to talk about the Bible, what I got about it. The Bible has confused me in the way it is put into order. And reading about it, I found out that none of these books are the original manuscripts. Some were found here, some were found there, and then we didn't have copying machines as we have today. We had scribes, and these scribes did the best that they could to copy these things. And sometimes they probably put their own thoughts in there too. So last night I was at a meeting and I told this group that I look at the Bible as a patch quilt. And the Bible can give us comfort as a patch quilt which is completely disorganized in its patches. And on a cold night, you can take this patch quilt and cuddle up in it and feel nice and comfortable. And the Bible can do the same. But what we have to do is try to put this book into chronological order. Now in John 1, it says, in the beginning was the Word. So, today, we say the elements are, who wants to answer it? What are the elements today? Think of science. You're a chemist, think of it.
Water, earth, air, and...
That's it. Hydrogen, oxygen, carbon. But that's not what we're told with that book, are we? In the beginning was the Word.